Hi there. Today I'm looking at the brand new plugin by UVI. It's called Opal. It's an optical compressor. The most famous one might be the Teletronics one, the LA2A, and there are a lot of emulations out there from different companies. I think the market is quite saturated. This one is called the Teletronics from the 60s. Great interface, very expensive, sounding very good. And Universal Audio makes them. They put them out. Of course, Waves has them out. Also, Brainworks, the Opto, and now UVI. But they claim this is a new bar in optical compressor realism. So let's hop over to Cubase and take a look and see why is it different, or is it different, and what can it do? So here I am in Cubase, and I uploaded 3 loops into my sequencer from the media bay: drums, bass, and guitar. I have the drums soloed, inserted the plugin on the track, and here it is. Nice looking, very clean interface, and has the usual buttons, right? It has an input gain, the peak reduction of the compressor, a nice meter. You can switch between the out and the gain reduction, GR. Then the make up gain, how much you have to add on because of the compression. It's not auto gain. There's no auto button, so you have to do your work. And there's a mix knob. If you want parallel compression, you can dial in 50/50 or whatever you want. Let's keep it at 100. A couple different things down here. There's a treble switch, which will enhance the treble a little bit, and a tube simulator. And if you turn this on, then you have access to the drive knob, and you can crank it all the way up to 40 dB of drive, which might be way too much distortion, but we can test that. And so let's turn this off for now. And also, you can switch between the compressor mode and just the basic limiter mode. And the responsiveness button pretty much will handle the attack and the release time of the compressor. And what else we have? The mid presence is like your sidechain filter. So this will address your frequencies you're gonna pick. And you have a bunch of options here in the link mode selector: left channel, right channel, the mono mix, the maximum peaks of both channels, or unlinked. All right, so let's go to max channel right now. Leave that, and let's just keep it at 0 for now. And something else is different here, and makes this plugin really special. First of all, we've got a lower bar, which is going to be the visualizer. And let's take a look at that. Let me play the drum loop. Yeah, so as you can see, you see your loop, right? And that's the blue line. And the yellow line is the compressor. So if I increase the peak reduction, this line is going to change. See how much reduction we're going to get, right? Peak reduction. And also, the line down here indicates that you're way down with this knob. So if I bring it back up, so it's going to move up. Let's keep it around 6. Not too crazy. Maybe in here. All right, great. On this side is the in and out. So if I reduce the output, the makeup gain, you see, this is our input, which is great. The currently, and this is our output, way too low. So if we want, we can actually bring it up and match it visually. And now you can actually bypass it, and it should be the same level. Except it's compressed, right? So now we can play with the responsiveness. But now, the very special part about this plugin. They actually emulated 7 compressors, and you pick them here on the model number. You can click on it, and you get those 7. And they went to different cities. That's where they found them: Los Angeles, San Francisco, I guess. Paris. New York City, London, and DTW. I have to look that up. What that one was. Washington? No. We find out. I let you know. Or you let me know in the comments, please, what the DTW stands for. And they give a little description also, and you can see the compression and the attack and the release in a, loose kind of drawing. You don't really know the exact numbers where, it's going to hit, but you get an idea, less steep, more steep, the release time, if it's, a little more elegant or if it goes drastically down, and also the compression factor right here, right? So yeah, you can actually now cruise through those 7 vintage, compressors and pick one you see fit best for your audio. Let's see. Yeah, it's very subtle. You can hear it if you have good headphones or good monitors, the bass drum, the response, the transients, the release. And here's that treble switch. Let's see what that does. Yeah, that's a serious boost on the high end, right? Okay, tube simulator. Let's see. Let's go 0. Whoa. Yeah, very nice. So maybe this is the selling point, right? Those 7 different emulations. And I want to show you the other plugin that has been there for years, and people really love this one too, which is the Brainworks Opto, right? And it's also super simple: peak reduction, output, and the magic here was the sidechain option, so you could actually dial in with the solo button and pick the frequency you want the compressor to work, and you have those 4 filter options, right? With the high pass and the low pass, and the bell. So that was the magic. This one over here, you only have the mid presence button, dial you can work with. You don't have that option. But then you have visually, you can really see the makeup gain. You can see what is happening. While here, you gotta trust your ears. It's great anyway, right? To trust your ears. But I love this one too. This one is very low on the CPU. You can run this on many channels. It will not have, cause any issues. I have to test this one on multiple instances, see what it does to the workload on the computer. But computers are more powerful, since 5 years ago. So I'm sure this will not have a major impact CPU-wise. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Let's take a listen to the bass, see what it does to a bass track. There's a bass track. Open this. And they also give you presets. See their factory presets: vocals, bass, fat now. Let's go to fat now. Let's see where they set this. So let's try without first. All right, we need a little makeup gain. It's a little fatter over here if you increase the mid presence dial. Nice. That's the London version they picked. Let's go to no. Let's see this one. Let's try this one. Great, I like it. You can really play with those buttons down there and get a nice tone. And also, I like the visualizer down here. If you don't like it, you can always turn it off, right? And the makeup gain on this side, easily to really match it and then do A and B. And you can also switch here A and B between different settings, right? If you want to check this out. So very nice. If you run this on a master bus, for some subtle, maybe limiting or subtle compression, I moved all the tracks over to all the loops, I have to say, over to a different track, group them, and let's loop this. And down in the inserts, I put the Opal on the group. So this is now, if you use it as a master compressor, this is like everything together. Let's turn this off first. All right, it's very light peak reduction, and let's see what happens. It's very subtle. Nice. It brings it nicely together and adds a little more, bottom, and brings the kick out, and still doesn't, distort. And again, you can see what was happening down there, and you can I just add a little bit of tube simulation, maybe not too much. If you want those harmonic, distortions happening, just maybe do a tiny bit of it. That gives you that analog vibe. And yeah, so a very interesting plugin, and you can also try it. This is a demo version right now for 14 days. Everything works, and then I guess you turn it off and have to buy it. But it's also on sale until the end of the month. So look it up. UVI Opal, I think it's cool. I like the different options. I like the new look. I do like the graphical display down here. A lot of plugins go that way nowadays, but of course, your ears are your number one judge, right? Not your eyes. It's always the ears, but it helps if you see what you're doing too, I think so. So thanks for watching, and I hope you try it out on your music, on your styles, on your things you do to improve the sound, and try this new optical compressor by UVI with those 7 neat little presets, functions, models they use. So you get like 7 compressors for the price of 1, with a great looking interface and easy navigation and control. So here you have it. Thanks for watching. Bye.